Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is going to be a plan with me for the week of September 30th through October 6th, 2024 using my Traveler's Notebook size planner from Archer and Olive. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. Before we dive into my planner, I wanted to comment on this velvet cover and the fact that every little bit of anything sticks to it. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I think it's beautiful. I love the color. I love the velvet finish, but the velvet finish can be a nightmare. I'm going with a 4-page spread vertical layout this week, and I'm focusing on this stencil from the Crafters Workshop, which they sent to me. Thank you for that. I'll be using this stamp set from Elle's Studio. I'll be using these number stamps from Heidi Swapp, and I'll be using this stamp set from Paper Person. I am going to be incorporating 4 different distressed oxides as well as my black VersaFine ink for this spread. Now, I have been really wanting to use this specific sunflower stencil since the Crafters Workshop sent me all these stencils, honestly, probably close to a year ago now. I think it's so pretty, and for me, it is really an ideal stencil to use in September, which is when I feel that sunflowers are kind of all in bloom. But I went really simple and I went with grid layouts for the month of September. So I wanted to use this week, the first week in October, when I'm deciding to kind of go into a 4-page spread where I have more room so that I can really focus on this deco and make it a big part of the spread. I went in first with this kind of brown distressed oxide to do the centers of the sunflowers, and then I went with yellow, and now I'm using orange. I'm honestly barely dipping into the distress oxide for the orange. I'm mostly just using what's on my brush. And then I went back in with the brown to try to darken the centers. I wish I had a darker brown distress oxide to use for the centers, because for me, the weak point of this deco is not having the center of the sunflowers be dark enough. I was just a little bit too worried to add black into the mix. Like, even if it was just like a tiny bit of black, I was too scared I was going to ruin the effect I was going for, so I decided against that. And then the last bit is just me adding in green, and then I pulled off the stencil. Love the way that it looks. And now we're going to be going in with dates and days of the week stamps. Now, as you saw, I put Monday on the wrong day. The kicker to this is, as I was doing my stencil, I kept reminding myself that I needed to leave the first column blank and do Monday on the second column. And then sure enough, I did Monday on the first column. I did cover it up by using a piece of, just Archer and Olive paper that I had lying around and sticking it in with some double-sided tape. And then I'm going in with this October stamp. I don't know, for some reason, October in particular, I always have a hard time with the stamp sitting down correctly on the page, which is a bummer, but it still looks okay. I added in a week number stamp from Stick with Kate, and then the last thing that I'm going to be doing for this spread is just using my my Micron in 08 to put in the lines to separate the columns for each day of the week. Once I'm done doing that, we're going to be done with this spread. I really love the way this came out. I just think it's perfect for kind of early fall vibes. I'm so happy I was finally able to use this sunflower stencil. I love it. Thank you again to the Crafters Workshop for sending it to me. And yeah, I hope that you all enjoyed this plan with me. I had a great time putting this together, feeling more creative, getting excited to use more stencils and stamps again. And as always, everyone, please be safe. Bye-bye.